Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika here to do an energy update for the collective Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Today happens to be the new moon in Pisces. So if you are watching this today, I hope you have set your intentions because this is a crazy new moon happening right now. The intense energies around soulmate partnerships and love and manifestation of things that we've been working really hard towards in our lives. So a lot of really beautiful energy. There's a lot of completion energy along with these new beginnings. So if you haven't seen it, I did do a new moon manifesting reading that I posted 2 days ago. So I'm not sure I can't remember if I titled it New Moon Manifesting, but that's basically what it was. It was the update literally from the video right before, not the video right before this one because I posted some health and some parenting ones in between. But, oh my gosh, it's killing me. I don't know the title of it off the top of my head, but it was intended for New Moon Manifesting. And so if you happen to be watching it around the new moon, then of course the new moon energies are applicable days before and days after the actual new moon, which happened this morning. It was exact this morning as I'm recording this. So, and even if you're not watching it at the new moon, you can still manifest and set intentions anytime. So with that, I'm just going to get started here on this general collective energy. These energies and these videos are intended to be timeless, meaning that whenever you watch them, if they're resonating for you, that's Spirit's way of getting you the messages when they are intended for you. Also, if the message doesn't resonate for you or it brings up some sort of a fear or doesn't feel right, it's not for you, okay? These are general readings. Sometimes we get very laser focused in on one segment. Other times they can bring in multiple different scenarios and messages. So just know that you are your own master of your intuition, and so regardless of what any reader says on a video, even if they've resonated for you before completely, they could be tuning into a totally different segment, or it's just if it's not resonating or if it's not feeling right for your scenario, or if it's bringing up a fear for you, then the answer is to listen to your intuition about your situation, okay? So you are your own guide and your own, you know your own truth, okay? So I just want to say that. So I feel like there's more to announce, but I'm currently not open for private readings. I may open those up again soon. I am open for healing sessions, and I love that you guys have been really taking advantage of those because that's where we do the deeper healing work, really getting at the unconscious patterns and things that have caused a disruption in our energy field, in our emotional body, our spiritual body, that usually stem from early childhood or also even potentially past incarnations that are causing us to manifest certain experiences in our outer world here. And the universe will continue to escalate the lesson more and more until it's brought to the surface so it can be cleared. And in those sessions, we get at clearing the pattern, and so we can rewrite the energetic body, recode the DNA. This can be for physical things too. I do a lot of healing sessions on physical ailments, chronic illness that has been around for a long time. A lot of clients come to me for that, and it's such rewarding work. I am so blessed to be able to do it and to help people with things that they've been struggling with for a long time. So those sessions are still available. And the link to book one is in the description box below. So with that, let's just get started. I feel like there's more, but let's just get going. Let's get a card here for the overall energy of Divine Masculine Collective. And we're getting chivalry. Check it out. He is ready to, he's putting on his best duds. He's got the roses. He's got this horse. He's got his hair slicked back. And he's even got a boutonniere on, okay? So he's in a place right now where the masculines that I'm tuning into here are definitely in a place of wanting to not just approach their feminine, but to really show them how serious they are about being with you, how serious they are about wanting partnership and love and respect and passion. And he's not messing around. He doesn't get his best duds out for just anybody. He's even got a cape on here, and I'm getting drawn to the fact that the cape is purple, which is indicative of the crown chakra. It's like he's stepping into his spiritual self in such a new way, and he wants to court the feminine. He wants to be the person that he knows the feminine can take care of herself and she's strong, but he wants to add this element of chivalry to her life. That's so beautiful. And this card just slipped out. Okay, and then there's sexuality too. Did you just see that just fall off? Well, so there is a lot of sexual chemistry here. We know this. Sacred sexuality is very different than just, disconnected, third-dimensional sexuality. It's very, very different. But his, the sexual chemistry and the energy is certainly an important part of the relationship, but it's also the energy of creativity. It's also the energy of manifestation. But it does feel like the pull to his feminine is very strong, and it has been very strong, but it's also coming through as to me this is a message about energetic activation. Okay? Because energy fields intertwine when intimacy occurs, and it's part of the way that twin flames and soulmates and anyone, whatever label you adhere to, they it's like an activation. So this is about blossoming the sexuality because of trust, because of love, and because of friendship. So what I love is that this chivalry card came in first. This is about honor and respect, okay? He doesn't just see his feminine as some sort of, a conquest or an object or just somebody to end up being intimate with. This is really rooted in respect and honor. So it's a beautiful combination of energies, because where the sacred sexuality differs from the physical act in the third dimension, this is where, if you've never experienced that act with open-heartedness and vulnerability and true connection from a spiritual standpoint, you ain't had it yet. Because there's nothing like it, and it's very, very different. So he's in a place where he's really honoring his feminine. He's honoring his divine feminine. Okay. Well, that's an interesting note to start off on. Let's see where the energy is for the collective divine feminine. Yin and yang. Okay. Balancing. Receiving. Equal give and take. She's ready to receive. Because the feminine embodies the yin energy, the receptive energy. So again, it feels like real-time communication happening here within this, and that she is ready to receive him. In fact, I'm going to pull another one for her, because he gets two and she gets two also. So let's see what else is embodying the energy for the feminine. Abundance. Wow. Oh, it's feeling really good right now between which part of the collective I'm tuning into right now, because this is about having everything, having the world, and in comes this abundance card. This is an abundance of happiness, of romance, of love, of material wealth, of smiles, of laughter, of passion. Well, hello. I don't know if I even need to do any more of this reading, because it's like, well, there you go. All right, so that's where they both are energetically here. Let's get some more nitty-gritty, okay? Let's see where he's at, the divine masculine is at in his world, and I'm not going to read reversals. I am an intuitive reader. Sometimes they have me keep them reversed, but oftentimes I don't read reversals in the tarot decks. But sometimes I do, so just giving you a heads up in case you're a by-the-book tarot reader. So let's see where the masculine is at. Recent, past, current, and what's coming in. So we're getting the Knight of Rods, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So he's definitely wanting to take passionate action here. Passionate action, action forward. The Knight of Rods is like, I'm taking action. I know where I'm going. And he's decided where he wants to go. That's why he's gotten all dolled up here for his feminine. Because he's preparing. He is preparing his approach. He's putting out his best foot forward. He knows that in order for his feminine to receive him, that he needs to be in this place of showing that he is honoring and revering the relationship, and that he is putting his best foot forward. A lot of the masculines have not been doing so yet, but the fact that he's here wanting to put his best foot forward, it's a shift. It's because she has set the example for him and set the bar for him, and now he knows what he needs to do in order to win her over. Because currently the energy is the Page of Cups, so this is about communication around love, wanting to bring a relationship closer. It is a little bit of a card, can be a card of someone who's a little concerned that their cup will not be received, but that's why he is putting his best foot forward. A lot of the masculines have recently been really feeling as though he's not sure the feminine will take him back or to be even open to hearing from him. So that's why he's got a little bit of this trepidation. And then what's coming in here is this Page of Pentacles. So this is, again, more communication about what to do in the physical plane. Let's talk about what we're going to do. Let's talk about how we're going to do things differently. So we're getting 2 pages here. So he does feel like he's a little bit awkward, you know, a little unsure, but he's going to do the best he can. And I keep looking at this dude, and I keep thinking it's like, I'm getting the energy of middle school, like someone who's approaching, like getting all dolled up for the school dance bits. They're I don't know, it's just really a sweet energy, honestly. Maybe because my daughter's in middle school, it's top of mind for me, but it's very, it's like, you know, when the boys in school, and again, masculine, feminine energy is not gender specific, but I always use the pronouns him and her in order to not get confused instead of just saying they, because I interchange between them back and forth throughout the reading. Where it's like, you know, the kids all getting dressed up for their first dance, and they clean up and they slick their hair back, and they look different than they do on their everyday because they're dressed up and they feel a little awkward. That's kind of what I'm feeling from the masculine. It's very endearing. Let's see where the feminine is at right now. Recent past, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Current energy, we have the Emperor. What's coming in is the 6 of Swords. So what I'm feeling from this here, she's been doing her work. She's been really focused on her passion, her career, doing the work on herself. She also sees that her masculine's been doing his work here recently. And when the Emperor's coming in the current energy, this is an energy where she's like, she is feeling him, okay? She's feeling his energy, the leadership, the discipline, the structure. For some of you, that could be relating to your masculine. For some of you, it could be really where you're feeling pretty badass in your mission work or your career. It's like you've been really hard at work, you've been learning new things, you've been focused, and then all of a sudden you're here feeling kind of like a badass. You're also feeling very clear, not necessarily very emotional. So that could be related to your career, which is why for some of you this abundance card is here. But this is about balance. It's almost like the balancing coming in has been for the feminine, could be in financial abundance and clarity of purpose. A lot of feminines have moved into their mission work and have created their abundance from serving. And so she's feeling very solid there. So again, a couple different scenarios based on the general reading. But what is coming in here is the Six of Swords energy. So that's the energy about things kind of moving out of being in an energy of conflict and change. And they're going to start getting better now. It's like I'm out of here. I'm out of this place of being confused. I'm out of this place of having conflict, mental conflict. And I just want I know things are getting better. I'm going to kind of sail off here and get away from these swords, and things are going to get a lot calmer now. So really interesting here. Let's see where the masculine is in his headspace relating to his feminine. Where's the masculine in his headspace? The Fool. Here's that leap of faith. Here is him embarking in faith and trust. Like, he doesn't know what's going to happen. The Fool, like, embarks on the journey, but doesn't really know where he's going necessarily, but he knows he's going to get where he has to go. He's trusting. He's trusting the divine. He's trusting the spirit. He's making these moves. So he really is in this place of, like, you know, what do I have to lose at this point? I'm not with her, right? Let me pull out all the stops. Let's see where he is in his heart space relating to his feminine. Interesting. We are getting the Ten of Swords. So he's at the end of the difficult time in his heart space. You know, and he could be having some sadness around how his mental processes and fears and decisions and actions have really hurt the feminine. So it feels like he feels it in his heart space very clearly. It's like he doesn't want to think about it, because now that he has this greater awareness, this greater consciousness, this higher consciousness, it's like, oh, I can't even bear to think about what I've done to my feminine. And so this feels like why, but it is a completion. It's like, okay, like I know that's done. Like, okay, let's move on. Let's see where the feminine is in her headspace relating to her masculine. And this is the Morgan Greer Tarot, and this is the Wheel of the Year Tarot, and I don't remember the name of this deck. I apologize. Okay, let's get a sense of where she is in her headspace relating to her masculine. Oh, the Six of Cups. Yeah, she's feeling him, which is why the Emperor is here. She can sense him. She can feel him on an energetic level so strongly. It's like, even if nothing's happening in the physical plane yet, there's just this, like, yeah, I feel you, okay? She's really in her headspace. She's thinking back about the good, the good between the two. She's feeling like there's this, she knows this reconciliation is happening, because the Six of Cups is about someone from your past returning. Let's see where she is in her heart space. And we're getting the Queen of Pentacles. So she's feeling very nurturing and very understanding. Yeah, she's held the space for her masculine, and even through getting frustrated, through the things that have hurt, through the things that are not okay. But she's known from the higher perspective, the bigger picture and the bigger purpose. And it's like she's got this compassion for him right now between the Six of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. She's feeling really good in her heart. You know, this energy being a little bit more grounded, a little bit more masculine. Here is a lot more flowy and a lot more feminine. All right, let's see what is currently challenging the masculine. The Two of Wands. Oh, can you guys hear the car outside with the music blaring? Hopefully not. He's being challenged by the Two of Wands, which is a partnership. It's how to continue the partnership, because it's not the Ace of Wands, it's the Two. So to me, the Two is always a representation of the continuation. How do I continue it? How do I move it forward? So it's not stopping him from doing it, right? But it is challenging him a little bit. It's a little bit of the, I don't know, because in this version of the Two of Wands, there's this person here who's holding a wand, but you don't see them. So it's like, he's like, hey, I'm here, and he's holding this world, he's looking forward, but he's like, is this person going to be in the picture with me? You know, here's again the roses. We get the roses here. We get the rose here too on this Fool card. So this, the rose is is this a rose? Yeah, it is, because it's got thorns. Thank you. It's just drawn funny. I was like, wait, is that a different kind of flower? So we're getting 3 roses here on the side of the masculine. Rose is the highest vibration. It's the energy of unconditional love. So here he is with his rose on his shield and on his cloak. Is it his shield or his cloak? I don't know. But there's a rose here on him. I'm sure someone will tell me if it's the shield or if it's the cloak. But he's off. He has this unconditional love here, and the lily here representing peace. He's at peace with wanting this, but he's still a little unsure if this person's going to enter the picture. Let's see where he's being supported. What energy is supporting the masculine right now? And we're getting the 5 of Wands. He's worried that she's got someone else. He's feeling competition. That's why he's ready to be chivalrous. He's ready to like put his best foot forward, because he knows he's not the only sheriff in town anymore, and he's not sure about it. And he's worried, and he's like, all right, you know, if I don't do something here, if I don't pull my act together and do the right thing and do it in the great way, like, I'm going to lose out. Because he sees the feminine for who she is now. And she's just not going to, she's not waiting for him anymore. Even though she may be in her heart, he's not sure of it. He's like, I don't know. Because maybe you're not in communication, in which case he has no idea. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see for the feminine what she's currently being challenged by. What's challenging the feminine right now? The 7 of Cups. That it is having options. This feminine has options. She's being challenged by this. Trying to decide what she wants. What do I want? Do I want my masculine? Do I want something else? Do I want to move forward and focus in another area? Is there someone else making an offer? So she's being challenged by this because she loves her masculine. There's no doubt about that. But it's like, at this point, which option do I choose? Which way do I go? You know, and I'm getting drawn to the fact that there's 2 men here in the feminine side. This guy who's doing his work, and then this guy who's already done his work, he's already ready to go. He's raring to go. So she may have a couple suitors here, and she may be trying to like escape this conflict she has, right? She's trying to get in the boat and get the heck out of Dodge. But it's like, so she's being challenged with that. Let's see what energy is supporting the feminine right now. Oh, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, she wants this relationship to move forward. She wants him to approach her. She wants him to have come forward transformed, because there's butterflies here in this card, which symbolize transformation. And there's, again, more and more flowers. And this is springtime. What's really, really interesting here is that these cards are all springtime, abundance, happiness, and here's more butterflies, right? And we're entering into springtime here in the Northern Hemisphere, officially starting in about 2 weeks. So definitely this could be referring to potential timing here, ladies. Just saying. All right, well, this is an interesting scenario. Let's just say that. So I'm gonna move on and do the extended reading. So these are the energies going on right now. So I hope that this has been helpful. If this feels like it's been resonating for you, as though this is almost like a private reading for you, then I'm gonna go more in depth in the extended. What I'm gonna cover in the extended, because this is what's going on with the two of them, right? What I'm going to do in the extended is, as I've been doing in a lot of the extendeds, is really get more into the union energies. What's happening in the overlapping dynamic between the two? What are the energies of union? What they're each consciously thinking and feeling about each other. Like, what are they thinking consciously in their heads? What they're both working on. What they're both healing at this time. But really a lot more on the energies between the two, because it'll be interesting to see what comes up in those energies. So, and we're also getting into guidance for both of them, obviously. The guidance being how to navigate these energies. It's one thing to know what the energies are, but then it's like, well, what do I do? How do I, what's the advice for me? How do I move forward? Or how do I look at this? Or what do I need to focus on? So that's what we get into in the extended readings that I do. So, again, it's intended for those of you where this is really feeling like it's a private reading and this is resonating for you and your scenario. So if this is where we part ways, then I wish you so much love until next time. And then for those of you that want to continue on with the extended, the link is going to be down below. And until next time, guys, I send you much love. Bye.